Okay, so the very first question we need to address is what is interest capitalization? And I know that a lot of students see it everywhere. They know what to do when they see it, but they don't actually know what it is, right? Interest capitalization just means that the interest on the loan is added to the principal amount. Okay, I hope you know what principal amount is. So if I take a loan of, let's say, 10 Rand from person A, okay, and person A is going to charge me 2 Rand interest. If I say that I want to capitalize my interest, it means that so firstly, 10 Rand is the principal amount, okay? So 10 Rand is the principal amount. And if I repay, and let's say I repay 3 Rand. So 10 Rand is the principal amount. 3 Rand is my repayment. If I say the interest is capitalized, it means that my loan is equal to the principal amount, the principal amount plus the interest. Because remember, if interest is capitalized, it means it's added. Don't forget your loan needs to subtract the repayment, okay? Because that's not with you anymore. So that's the whole concept of interest capitalization. It's the same thing. When you see it in the income statement, they just give you bigger numbers and more words to confuse you. But this is what is happening, okay? So very easy. I'm going to look at 3 examples very quickly. And yeah, let's see. Okay, so in this example, it says that there are fixed monthly repayments, including interest, which is 31,600 Rand. Capitalized interest amounted to 242,000 Rand 500 for the year ended. Interest of the next financial year is expected to be 162,000 Rand, and part of the loan will be repaid within the next financial year. Okay, first, very important, you need to know what they are asking you. What is the instruction? So here you can't see the entire question. You don't know what was required. I think this question was an income statement and a balance sheet. So firstly, these two, interest for the next financial year and part of the loan, these two are about the balance sheet. These two go into the balance sheet. They do not go into your income statement. If you only need an income statement, but they still give you this information, they are doing it to confuse you, okay? So you need to know, hey, next financial year, a balance sheet. Hey, part of the loan being repaid, that is called current portion of loan. And we will discuss balance sheets next week. We just want to know what amount will appear in the income statement. And it's really easy, but everyone gets confused because there are so many words. Okay, the only thing you need to do is you need to put 242,000 Rand in the income statement as your interest expense. That's it. Over. Don't do any fancy calculations. Don't, many students try to calculate the monthly repayment and then try to calculate interest from this. Don't do that, okay? It's really easy. Life is simple. Don't complicate it for yourself. This used to confuse me too. I was one of those students who used to think, hey, they're giving me this and it includes interest, I need to calculate interest from this separately, don't panic, it's all here, okay? So, cool. Don't forget, please, if you have any questions, you can ask them to me right now on WhatsApp. You can ask me at any time, anything you're unsure of, okay? So, yay, next one, right? Okay, this was an example a student sent me on our group about BECU, Beck, I don't know, bank loan statement. And this question in this exam paper was only for a balance sheet. They didn't care about interest, right? But if they did want the interest, it's easy. This is the interest amount, 48,000. Don't try to calculate interest from this. It's right here. It's 48,000, okay? Let me write it for you. 48,000 goes into the income statement. And then they give you, the balance, the installments, or the repayments. The balance, the repayments, capitalized, they want the closing balance. They're telling you that 50,000 Rand will be settled in the next financial year. They are asking you all of this for the balance sheet, which once again we are doing next week. 50,000 Rand is called the current portion of the loan. It means that you will pay it within 12 months, but more on that next week, okay? For now, income statement, boom, here is your amount. Oh, 48,000. Woohoo! We're gonna do one more and then we're gonna move on to rent adjustments. Okay, so this one is a little different. I'm going to read the question for you because I know that you don't have this. So, interest on the loan is capitalized, but no entry has been made in the books. A monthly installment of 5,200 Rand, including interest, is paid. This was taken into account. The loan statement showed a closing balance of 487,000 Rand. The company plans to increase their loan repayments in order to settle 20% of the loan balance in the next financial year. In the information in the trial balance that they gave us, they did, at the end of the year, they did give us the amount for the loan, which was 433,500. I am going to give you a minute to pause the video. Please pause the video and try to calculate what the interest in the income statement is going to be. So take a minute and calculate. Pause now. Okay, I hope you pause the video because now I am going to give you the answer. Okay, so this one is a little more confusing. Like I said, don't let the monthly installment, which has interest, scare you. Don't use this amount. What you're going to use is you're going to use the closing balance. They told you that the closing balance is 487,000 Rand. And then you can see in the trial balance that there is an amount of 433,500. Remember, what does capitalization mean? It means that the interest was added to the loan. It means that interest was added to this amount, to this amount, the second amount, okay? Interest was added to this amount to give us this amount. So if we subtract them, that is your interest income amount, your interest expense, sorry. This is your interest expense. Do not let all the other information confuse you. It's very, very easy, Okay, so don't get confused. The answer is 53,500. That is your interest expense in your income statement. Okay, so I hope you were paying attention, and if you have any questions, you can ask me now.